Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to Porch Time. We are live at JTH Construction Studio, and in studio with us tonight is a majority of the Indiana Weather Network. Oh, that is a rookie mistake right there.
Yep.
Wow, I apologize. Hello, Kathy. Big day today and tomorrow around the area. Indiana Weather Network. Weather Network. Wow, That's a tongue twister. Who came up with that?
Zach.
These guys.
Okay.
They wanted to be involved down here in the totality zone, so they've decided to take over my house pretty much. And it's good to have them down here. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you guys in studio. Second time, actually, you've been down here, Zach.
Yeah.
And you guys are monitoring some rain. Let's talk about that a little bit. If you want to introduce your squad,
yeah, I would love
give
to.
some names of what they do. I know I'd mess it up.
Yeah, I'd love to. To my right and to the camera's left is Blaze Abner. He's our training manager.
That's his real name.
Yeah, this is his real name, Blaze. That's why we hired him, actually. Funny story, actually. I remember that's one of the first things I told him is I loved his name. He was on his way back from Kansas when we had our interview, if you remember. But he's our training manager. He handles all of our in-house training. So if we feel that people need extra training in a certain area, communications or storm chasing, forecasting, he handles all of that. Next to him is Tiffany Denise. She's our communications manager. She helps with public relations and,
as we've learned today,
yeah, IWN Live and all of our communications platforms. She helps with that. And then Case and Heck and Libel, the Canadian, not really, but yeah, he's got a Canadian accent. He's an operations manager. He's number 2 at the Indiana Weather Network. He's a living legend over there. But he handles all of our operations side of things and helps me out with directing storm hunters in the right areas and getting them where they need to be in with the Indiana Weather Network.
So pretty much brain trust of Indiana Weather.
Yep.
But you have so many other people working for you.
We do. Yeah. This is just a very small group of who we actually have. Everybody here is a leader, so we don't have any actual storm hunters on ground yet. They'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, so they are coming into town tomorrow.
Yes.
How many folks we expect in our area from you guys' group?
Tiffany, what was the last number we came up with? Like 9?
9 or 10, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Total.
Yeah. But right now we got some weather coming across the state. Anything we need to be concerned about? I know there's some pea-sized hail up in Lafayette, maybe?
Yeah, we've had some reports of... we've had several different types of reports.
Anything in Arkansas?
And I'm actually going to let Blaze answer that question. Blaze is actually a forecaster with us, so I'm going to let him talk and kind of explain the storms ongoing right now.
Baker says, great to meet you all in person. Thank you for surprising me this afternoon.
Corey, no problem, buddy.
Happy
to be there.
Happy birthday. So the storms that are ongoing right now in northwestern Indiana all the way down to I-70, mainly just going to be rain.
Move that mic a little closer to him.
So yeah, the storm's going on. They're pretty much coming from the Michigan state line all the way down to about I-70. They're mainly going to be rain. It may be a chance for maybe a couple wind gusts or two in there, maybe some pea-sized hail, but the odds of that, you'll be lucky if you see the pea-sized hail. So mainly just going to be rain, maybe a couple wind gusts here and there. It's all going to remain below severe threshold, so shouldn't be anything too insane.
I want to interrupt because, we use Zach and his crew every time a sprinkle or a snowflake gets within 100 miles of us. Mm-hmm. But, we think, these guys are just monitoring. They have literally been in the studio for 4 hours, and they've monitored weather across the Midwest, every minute of it, going back and forth with stuff that I have no clue about. But it's pretty fascinating what you guys do.
Yeah, it's a daily operation. I mean, every single day we're having a communication about an upcoming weather pattern or whatever's ongoing at the time. And with the eclipse coming, that's the big talk right now.
Right.
Oh, the clouds will be tomorrow. So
Corey's giving you an update right now. Thunder rolling out here at Baker Township, south of town.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's a good report right there from
absolutely.
Corey Baker.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, so a little bit of chance of rain and stuff tonight, and then of course the big news is for tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon.
Correct. Yep.
What do you got for us?
I mean, it's still up for grabs. The biggest question mark that I think we have right now is when does the lower level clouding exit the area tomorrow? Does it get out of the way before the eclipse, or does it hang around a little bit longer? And then you have to deal with high level clouding and how thick that will be. So there's a lot of factors are in play for tomorrow. Yesterday we were feeling pretty good about it being clear enough for an eclipse. National Weather Service Indianapolis kind of changed their mind this afternoon. They're thinking a little bit more thicker clouds will be possible. So that's something we're going to have to watch pretty closely overnight and into tomorrow morning. So
we're just hoping for enough to get a little sunlight through so we can see the eclipse.
Absolutely. At 3:07, if we can get a little bit of sunlight to peek through, that'd be fantastic.
We're going to be there. They're going to be there, weather permitting, of course, on everything. And you guys are bringing chase vehicle, correct? Mm-hmm. I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So it's a 2013 Ford Explorer. She's got some miles on her now, but it's got built-in inverter, built-in air system on top of it, which is what the crowd drawer is. I've got a rack that's got an anemometer on it with a wind vane, and I've got a sensor station on the back. From the outside, it looks like a lot of discs, but inside those discs, the temperature, dew point, pressure. So I'll be bringing that over. Let people take a look at it. I've got the laptop stand, all that. Got a little bit of hail damage in her. So
I was going to say, what's the scariest situation you've been in at? Have you been into one?
I have accidentally gotten into a tornado once last year in Illinois.
Really?
Yeah, it was a very hairy situation. Looking back on it now, we can laugh at it, but it was a learning situation for sure, because it was one of those tornadoes you can't see. It was a rain-wrapped tornado. We got a little too close, thinking that it was just going to continue on its path, and made a rookie mistake of using the radar to pick up its trajectory, and lo and behold, it turned right, come right at us, and we ended up in the outer circulation for a minute. So
wow, but the adrenaline rush, pretty good.
Oh yeah, at the time I almost felt like it was pins and needles. It was an instant rush.
Right.
Once we realized what was going on. So.
Tiffany, you do storm chasing too, don't you?
I did, yeah. Now that I'm communications manager, I stay back with Zach and.
But one thing a lot of you guys had even talked about is at one point in time you were, maybe not Zach because he was always interested in it, but you guys used to be scared of storms.
I'm still a little scared, but it really feels better to be out there because you can see so much of what's happening, and it just feels better than sitting at home and you can't see what's happening. You don't know.
So knowing what you guys do and everything, what's up, Eli, helps you out. It gets over the panic of it.
Yeah.
And I've added a few people to the Discord because I'll get texts every once. I'm always like, they're like, hey, how bad's it going to be today? Haven't heard from Zach, so we're good. And then if he starts messaging me, then I know the proverbial turd's going to hit the fan. So I'm like, I got nothing's going on. I'm good. And then all of a sudden I get that ding. Oh, it's Zach. Oh boy, here we go. Got to keep the eye, watch around. That's, and it's how many C4s he's had.
Yep.
How quick he types.
Yep.
So instantly I'll start getting messages from family and friends. So I add them. Yeah, C4.
And he's got 29
Not that he's trying to advertise or anything.
Yeah.
C4, I don't know why you don't sponsor
us. Yeah.
So we got to cut that video. I'm telling you. So I'll get messages from people and they're panicked instantly. It's look like bad storms over in Terre Haute. And I'm like, I just talked to Zach. They're gonna phase out, or we're fine. And so I added them to the group, the Discord group. And I said, just go in there and shut up and just listen. And I said, you'll learn more about what's going on because they get it from their people. They put it there, and then they put a forecast or an update from that information that you're getting already. And I said, that helps out a lot. I said, I hate them. I panic.
Right.
But I said, since I've been involved with you guys will tell me, hey, it's not even going to come close to you. You're not even in the danger area.
Yep.
That's easy for me to say. After you guys' info, but until that point,
yeah.
Not knowing is the scariest part because it just lets your mind wander. What's going to happen?
Yeah, but you guys keep track. How many states you cover?
Just one,
Indiana. But you monitor
all surrounding states.
Yeah, everything west of us,
especially Illinois and back in Missouri and Iowa, where the systems typically begin for us. That's extremely important. Other than events like was it April 2nd, right? This last event we just had where we thought it was going to be a pretty significant day. That was an event that was going to start in Indiana, which is never good because storms that start out in Indiana like that, typically favor a lot of tornadoes, several tornadoes. A lot of times Indiana gets the leftovers from whatever's going on out west, so we don't typically get as significant storms as areas like Illinois or Iowa. So unless it's like a derecho that just continues across the state or something like that.
Yeah, I got stuck in that last year.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
a beast.
exactly. That storm originated in central Iowa, and it traveled all the way across and ended up impacting areas like Terre Haute all the way up to Crawfordsville area, right, and all the way down to like Evansville. It's very long, obviously, but
speaking of which, cover that a little bit. The reason why, I mean, there was how many tornadoes in the state that day?
on which day? April 2nd?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember Blaze
We
and
lucked
I,
out.
Yeah, Blaze and I had a conversation that morning where we were like, wow, this looks really good. It was all hands on deck type of situation where we were contacting our staffing, hey, big day today. We need people I-65, I-69 corridor and east to be on top of their game today because it was going to be a big day. And what happened was the always a concern with Indiana weather setups is what we call morning convection. It's leftover storms or leftover rain from the previous day's severe weather, because typically with events in Indiana, whenever we get a severe weather setup, there's always storms ongoing the day prior, out west, Kansas, Nebraska, and that travels into the Ohio Valley and it leaves leftover rain showers, and that stabilizes the environment, makes the environment not good for severe weather. Go ahead.
Corey Stewart.
Oh, what's up, Corey?
Yeah.
Hope you feel better, buddy. But we always get leftover rain showers and stuff, so that has to get out of the way early in the morning to allow the sunlight to come out and to allow daytime heating and destabilization of the atmosphere and allow for recovery and severe weather.
But that saved us.
Yeah, so what happened was the morning storms came through. We had tornadoes in Evansville, or north of Evansville, at 6 in the morning. There were tornadoes on the ground. I think there was up to 6 or 7 tornado reports down there, anywhere from between like 5 to 7 in the morning, if I recall correctly. So it was very active in the morning, but then that stuff had to get out of the way in order for the second round in the afternoon to kind of go off. And that was the more concerning threat. And what happened was we had those rain showers pop up at like 10, 11 in the morning, right in the area that we were expecting initiation, and it just never happened. The only place that happened were areas that didn't get a lot of that. That's how we kind of know where to focus. And because those rain showers popped up and it was raining here in Martinsville, like noon, 1 o'clock.
Yeah. And we had some good rain early on.
That to us immediately was like, yeah, we're not going to get severe weather today. Not in that area anyway. In areas where it recovered, far southern Indiana, east central Indiana, and southeast Indiana, we had tornadoes where the atmosphere was able to recover.
6 that day total?
8.
8 that day.
Now. Yep.
Yes. So the areas, imagine if that wouldn't have happened here. That rain wouldn't have happened. We would have been, you'd add double that probably. Yeah,
it would have been probably a tornado outbreak of some sort, because the storms were rotating. All the storms that fired even afterwards were rotating, but they just didn't have the energy to.
Sent me the message about a couple. One was going through Bloomington.
Yep.
And said, hey, keep an eye on that. And when you send me that stuff, I'm like, dude, I'm already, I can't keep any more eyes on it. I'm panicking here.
Well, we were really concerned that the storms would still go off even in that environment, but it never happened. So because of those showers that came through 10, 11, noon, so we got lucky.
I want to back it up a little bit in case people are on that don't know you. A little bit about your history, what got you involved in this, and how you became where you are today with such a good group of folks, if you would.
Yeah. I actually got into weather because my mom was a photographer, and I was playing a Little League baseball game, and my mom had to stop and take photos of this storm that was coming in. It scared the hell out of me, and I did not want to stop at all. And it was tornado warning because I remember the sirens, and I remember the radio telling us, if you're outside, you're an idiot. And my mom, being my mom, stopping.
I like that radio station.
Taking photos of the storm, and it just became a passion after that. Started following weather at a pretty young age, and then started a group in 2019, which I think is how you met me originally. Yep. Left that group, started Indiana Weather Network in September 2022, and now we are 600 followers shy of 100,000 followers in roughly a year and a half. So we have.
So we need people to log on there and follow them.
Yeah, follow Indiana Weather, and we're trying to get to 100,000 followers here pretty soon.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
that's a lot of folks.
Yeah, great team. I think we have the best team we've ever had right now. These people are hugely, and you'll meet them tomorrow. Some of them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, I think everybody coming tomorrow has won Storm Hunter of the Month.
Really?
Consecutively. We have Fred, which was, and Adam, and Sarah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I
think we just gave away. Hey, good job. What is the responsibilities of a storm hunter, and how much training do you have to have?
I'm gonna let Blaze actually answer. He's training manager. I'll let him answer this.
Move him up a little closer to the mic. He's soft spoken all of a sudden on us.
He's shy.
So the Indiana Storm Hunters, their primary role is just to go out and document what's going on and send it in so that we can push that out to you guys, the residents of Indiana. They just excuse me for stuttering. They photograph what's going on, send us those photos so we can put them up. They make reports to the National Weather Service. The National Weather Service can issue warnings accordingly to what's going on. And then for the training wise, my goal is not to get you to like read Timmer or anything like that. Right? It's going to take a lot of work to do that. But as long as I can keep them safe and teach them what they're looking for and how to properly execute, our goal in the field, that's pretty much a win for me. How to stay safe and how to properly execute their roles. That's pretty much my goal.
Do you guys offer a training, like a minimal training, if someone wants to get involved? Just minimal weather training at a price or anything like that? Maybe something you're looking at?
That hasn't quite been discussed. That might be something that I have to go through a big boss over there about. If we did do something.
He's smiling, so I think that's a good thing.
So
not necessarily.
Yeah.
It could be the C4 smile.
He's got something scheming.
Right.
In his head. Not really. For new hunters that join us, back in February, we did about an hour and a half long training where I put together like 80 slides or whatever, and it just covered everything from the history, how storm chasing began to what different types of tornadoes, whether you're looking at a land spout or stuff like it just goes pretty much in depth how to report something, what you're looking at, all that stuff. And then every Tuesday, what I've started doing is like a storm tip for the hunters. So something we didn't cover in there or something that isn't quite worth an entire training on, but hey, here's a little pointer.
Vital, yeah.
Is this a rain shaft or a hail shaft? Is this a shelf cloud or a wall cloud? Just something little to kind of help go along. We've kind of started doing that. So
I'm gonna stick with you for a minute. You're a full-time EMT and a volunteer.
A full-time advanced EMT on an ambulance, and then part-time with the fire department. And I am a volunteer in my local community
Down in Corden.
So Brandenburg is where I volunteer. I'm part-time on Harrison Township over in Corden.
Yeah.
And then I work full-time for Breckenridge Central EMS, which they cover Rough River. If anybody watches familiar with Rough River, that's our area. So.
We got to ask you some questions. Is that all right?
Really quiet.
How long you been involved, and what got you involved in being a weather chaser or weather watcher, or involved with?
I grew up with severe storms all around me in the Midwest. I've been almost in a few tornadoes as a kid.
Yeah.
Had a couple, funnel clouds go over a house. I've always loved the weather. As far as joining here, I just, being a weather watcher that I was looking for groups on Facebook to monitor, get an idea of what's out there. Ended up on Zach's group, and then ended up in the Discord, joined there for a while, and then he posted a thing saying, hey, we're looking for spotters. And I went, you know what, I'm in. So I put in a little application, and he just went, all right, you're in. So
I had a feeling. I went my gut.
The process was a little different back then as well.
It was.
Definitely a little more streamlined than it was now.
Yeah. We have a far stricter process
you didn't
now.
write up or anything during the interview.
He already had my Skywarn certs and everything else because I had sent that in before when he was looking for spotters.
Yep.
So he did already have some of my stuff. But I became a storm hunter, chased for a little bit, and then suddenly I was a central leader, and then
promotions and promotions.
Yeah, I'm on promotion, 3?
Yep.
That's good stuff, though.
I've only been here for a year.
Tiffany, what made you want to do what you do?
The derecho, actually, that you were
My
talking
favorite
about.
storm.
Yeah. So I've always been afraid of storms, and that one was pretty rough for Terre Haute.
Yeah.
We lost power for like 4.5 days, and right the day after the derecho, we were supposed to have more storms,
right.
and like nobody was reporting on it except them. And I was panicked because we also Verizon was down too, so we had no power, and I could not use my cell phone, so I had no way to get anything.
That's brutal enough right there.
Yeah, and my kids were panicked. We were all just panicked, and my best friend was actually following their page, and she was screenshotting all of their updates and sending them to me all throughout the night. And I was just like, man, that's such a good group. Like, they're the only people talking about this, warning the people of the next storms to come. And so I started following them after that, and I don't know when that was, but then in July he posted that he was looking for people, and I was
19th?
like, there you
Was
go.
it June
So a
19th?
month later, I put in the application, and like 5 minutes after
June 29th.
June 20th. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I pulled it up.
I was gonna say that was one of my favorite storms. So I know it was June, but
Yep.
Yeah, the derecho. I work up in Avon, and I'm like, I'm going to beat this home. And I look at it, and it's in Terre Haute.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's going 80 miles an hour. I got time. I'm only driving 32 miles, and I'm going to gun it because I'm panic mode. I'm going to be hitting 80 miles an hour myself. I was at Centerton at the light, and I looked up, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And I drove through the heaviest wooded area I drive through Bradford Woods, with tree limbs and branches bouncing off my car and flipping. I was like, are you kidding me? I'd never been anything like that.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is just like a full-size tornado that doesn't end all the way down. And then I pull up in home, and it's like, it's over, gone. I'm like, well, we should have just stayed at
I
work.
got stuck behind 7 down trees trying to chase that storm.
Did you really?
Yeah, it hit
That was
everywhere
a
I turned.
crazy
It was just
storm.
another one.
Yeah, so next time we hear the word derecho,
I know. I'm
Buckle
like,
up.
no. Do not
I'll be
say
out.
that word.
I'll be out. I will call in from work.
before we get into
My team leader's watching.
festivities for tomorrow, I want to tell you guys, all you guys are in here now, what you guys love, what you guys do. When I first started watching him and following him, I was searching for someone that our site can lock onto and we can give information back to our people, because he covered the whole state. And he just has a, you guys know, he's got a demeanor about him. He's got a good sense about him, and he connects with people. And yeah, I know he's hating this right now, but it is true, or else he wouldn't have, that many followers. And forecast after forecast, he's coming a lot closer than anybody else. And then he'll come on and say, here's why. Here's what happened. And I always tell him, I hope you get every one of them wrong, because I don't want anything like that to happen. But he goes, they take the variables and put it together. Here's what we got. If it happens, it happens. If not, we lucked out.
Yep.
But what you guys did and supplied for us for the tornadoes outbreak last year, March 31st, I'll never forget.
Yep.
Because I have people to this day say, hey, thank you for getting Zach's information to us. And I'll tell the story. It's like early midday. He's messaging me, telling me, this thing's in Illinois and it's going to hit you more than likely. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Hang tight. Then he's like, it's moving into Sullivan. It's going to hit you. What do you want me to do? Hang tight for a minute, because, we don't want to blow the alarm yet. And then like 2 minutes later, he's like, let your people know there's going to be a tornado come. It's going to beeline you.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, McCormick's Creek. He walked it all the way to us.
Yeah.
So I start sending messages out. And, people get crying wolf theory where, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
Like,
I've heard this one before.
Yeah, you can't do that on this stuff.
No.
If you take it for what it's worth, these guys are, just like I said, they've been sitting here for 5 and 6 hours and monitoring weather, doing all these variables. They're doing their homework. And if they come at us and say, hey, it's going to get bad, and then they give that to me, and I say, hey, it's going to get bad, they're wholeheartedly believing it's going to get bad. And they've got reasons why, scientific reasons why it's going to get bad. 300 yards in front of my house, exactly.
Yep.
And where Corey lives. So what you guys did that day and provided for our community alone, and I know it wasn't a win all the way across the state, and unfortunately that happens, but you guys saved lives here. And for that, unbelievable.
Yeah, we hear that a lot too. The people in Martinsville are so kind to us. I mean, it's just all the time because of March 31st, and that's why we choose to host events here in Martinsville, and because the people here are just amazing, and we love everybody here. And so much that we're willing to come here and host events just because of Martinsville. But you guys are statewide, and we got you down. We got you down here more than anybody. Yeah, you do, absolutely. And
all over the state
because we got good barbecue.
And it's the work of an entire organization of people. You see my face a lot, you hear from me a lot, but it's Blaze, Tiffany, Casey, and a bunch of other people who are out there constantly. If you see us update something, going back to the importance of storm hunters, if you see me update something like, hey, we got a tornado on the ground, that's probably information coming from a storm hunter. Right. So they're probably sending in footage. Use an example of like Winchester, when Winchester got hit.
Phenomenal.
Our guy Corey Stewart.
Corey, yeah.
That's the only reason I knew a tornado was on the ground is because Corey Stewart. That's the only reason why.
Ahead of everything else, your man was right there.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sitting there waiting for this information. Like, Corey, I need to know what's going on with the storm. Gets on the radio. Zach, I got a tornado on the ground. Boom, straight to Facebook. information gets out, tornado on the ground, Winchester, and unfortunately hit the town, but nobody lost their life. So, whether it's because of storm chasers, who knows, but that's the important role that
it certainly didn't hurt.
Yeah, it didn't hurt at all.
Of course, says, can we get them to come through during the daytime? And we talked about that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We are so thankful for you and your update. You keep us updated.
Thank you.
Colette. Watch that funnel cloud. She lives down there in Baker Township by Corey.
Okay.
Watch it come out of the clouds and go live on my phone and drop it off live. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a wild night. Corey, excellent job, man. Corey Stewart's on there right now. He's the one that Zach was just talking about, chasing that storm that night. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna hit some breakfast.
We are.
Maybe go live again. A little coffee with Kevin.
Probably in the morning. Yeah.
A little grumpy
not
with
at 6:30.
Kevin.
Yep.
Yeah, not at the 6:30 showtime. These guys already said that ain't happening.
Yeah, you're gonna hear the snoring.
Do we have an update, Blaze? Blaze, we got something.
No, we're just watching some storms in Illinois. Nothing big.
They've got their laptop
right now too.
Yeah, we're fully.
of them. Yeah,
we are a full weather operation right now.
Yeah,
I'm watching Velocity very hard.
Yeah. Sorry.
Tomorrow. Yeah, Doug Allen, safety manager, freshly promoted safety manager. He runs all of our safety, so all of our he kind of works with Blaze and getting training out, and then manages to make sure people are following protocols and safety procedures so that we don't have someone going out and getting hurt and stuff like that. So that's what he does. And
he's military and he's running this. He's got it organized and structured.
It's organized.
Yep, that's the way it should be.
Yep.
So a little coffee with Kevin, probably 8:30 or somewhere around there. We're gonna grab some breakfast, and then we're gonna.
That's one of our storm hunters.
There you go.
Yep.
Then we're going to go ahead to the fairgrounds. We went and scoped it out today. We got a good setup. We're going to be at the south end of the Merchants tent.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be live off and on through the day, but come 2:30ish.
Yep. The official live will start between 2:30ish.
Yep.
And we'll go to about 4. Yep.
And then you're going to be able to film the actual eclipse.
Yep.
Live, and we'll put it through our feed to community page.
Yep, we have solar filters for phones and cameras that we're going to stick at the sun and zoom in and get a pretty good show. For those who can't make it, maybe people up in South Bend or Fort Wayne where they're not in totality but have to work still, have them be able to pull up the phone and watch the eclipse. Yeah, Corey couldn't come today. He's not feeling well, or else he would have been here. You guys cover the state with your personnel, too. Yeah, we're all over the place. South, you're north, you're west, Corey's east. And we're all over the place. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. For a reason. And you like doing that. You like bringing them in from all corners of the state. If I have a tornado outbreak up north, I know I have Steven, Nathan, I have several people up north. Same goes for the south, same goes for the east. I have people everywhere. That way, if we can deploy those regions at any time. So, and you have one of our own. Luke Jackson, Luke Jackson. He's our chaplain. Which is phenomenal. Yep. Did you guys enjoy the gather round today? Yes, they did. Sure did. They've made that their best place to eat, they said. So. Yep. Official eating spot for the Indiana Weather Network. Is Nathan one of your guys, or is just that is one? That's one of our north guys. Okay. Yep. Nice to meet you, Nathan and Doug. Maybe we'll get you all back down here one of these days. And you made a statement that if need be, one of these days, you don't have an issue coming down here. Absolutely not. During a breakout. No, if there's a very promising, which, I mean, really, none of them are promising. But I was going to say, if it's promising enough, let me know so I can call off work. Yeah. Right. You know, an April 2nd type of day was close to the fact where I was like, maybe I should be down in Porch Time Studios, but we were still concerned about convection, and I was just not confident enough, and luckily nothing happened, so we went with the gut there. But I told him if I have to give him a key or leave it unlocked on days like that, he's welcome to come here and fire it up. First big outbreak, I'll be here in studio. That way we can communicate directly and get information out to people. And that's what we like to hear. Everybody's ranting and raving about the barbecue now. Yeah, Corey Baker's birthday today was his 50th, and these guys were hitting town about the same time we were going to have this party. And what? Fire's still. Oh, fries. That's supposed to be fries. Autocorrect's a nightmare. Fries, fire. And so they came early to go hang out with Corey at his birthday, which was awesome. So we had a huge crowd down at Gather Round for Corey's 50th birthday party. That man is 50 years old. Does not look 50. No, he looks mid-30s. He looks like he may have had more fun after we left, though. Yeah, I think so. I think that. Were you waiting for us to leave? The party picked up after we left. So.
But anyway, we'll go live. They'll carry it. We've got some cornhole. We have some food coming that we
won't have cornhole now because Corey's not coming.
One bringing that.
Yeah,
I have cornhole boards.
Never mind.
So 2 boards.
We will have cornhole.
I was gonna say I almost brought mine, and then Corey was supposed to bring his. So I said,
So we got
Our
cornhole.
IT guy.
Go get the bag.
You're welcome, Corey.
Anyway, you're welcome to come join us.
Ladder ball.
You've got some glasses.
Oh man, do we have glasses?
Yeah, I drove down with 120 pairs. So if y'all join us, I have glasses for
we
you.
got 25 here, which will probably be for our staff members who didn't bring any, and then he's got
I got 120 of those,
120.
And I've probably got 100 over there of the shades. So we should be good to go. If you need them, get a hold of us.
What's going to end up happening is I brought this up earlier. We'll probably donate. Instead of throwing them in the trash, we'll recycle them and send them to another country. Australia is dealing with a solar eclipse next year. I think Central America is dealing with one this fall, so we can send them to a school somewhere down there where their kids can have
very cool
solar eclipse classes. That's the plan with that.
There's Trent Cherry right there.
Trent, hey, check your email, Trent.
Do we need to drag him over here and thump knots on his head tonight?
We can do whatever we want.
Trent, you need to come over. That's why I feel really bad about the cornhole. Really sorry.
That's all right, Corey.
Corey, you don't feel
You
well.
can't help that, buddy. You can't help that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Do not worry about it, buddy.
We're not playing cornhole. No big deal, Corey, at all.
Yeah,
We're just all.
we actually found out we're not allowed to.
Right now. Now we're doing lawn jarts because of you. So
No, buddy, it's all right.
yeah.
Not a big
Trent
deal.
needs to come by and say hi anyway. Kevin, where's the PT boards at? They're here. We got them. We're going to bring them. So, hello, Joan. Hello, Jen. I will reply back with a time I appreciate.
Awesome.
So, there you go. There you go. Trent's trying to.
You're tracking that.
Yeah. Lawn darts. Yeah, lawn darts were the best.
Darts.
That's was the.
The old ones anyway.
Yeah,
The new ones are terrible.
Yeah, the old ones used to be able to put it through your brother's foot or leg or whatever.
Yeah, the older ones he threw them in the air and ran.
Doug's blaming Corey now. You guys are all going at it.
Yeah.
Any questions from the audience before we jump off here for the night? Or you guys got anything you want to add or say or talk about? You guys love our community. That's one thing you guys said.
We do.
We hit
absolutely.
the fairgrounds, the park, and the venue today. Not bad for a little bit of community.
Met with EMA.
EMA stopped in and talked to you. Yeah.
Yep. It was good to meet them. It's an important connection to have relationships with EMA. We have several relationships with EMAs across the state. And
as the sun comes out and
Yeah,
fills
right.
the room.
Yep.
Huge rainbow outside, just sprinkled a little here. Yep, there we go.
There we go.
Corey's wanting to be a weather watcher here also.
Yeah. You can be an observer for sure.
Absolutely.
He just,
Team 2.
Got the
Sorry, actually the age cutoff is 50. Oh, just missed it, bud.
If you'd applied yesterday, you'd have been grandfathered in, Corey.
24 hours too late. That's all right.
I'm already ruled out, Corey, so don't feel bad. They already told me that when they walked in. Not happening, Kevin. Anyway, guys, appreciate you being down here. You know the door's open for you guys any point in time. Love what you do. Just love your guys' group, how you present yourself, how you act, and giving the information. And like I said, my point of view, sitting here watching you guys work all day, all three of them are constantly communicating and on the internet all day long in here watching storms.
And not only that, but they teach too. So
Yes.
I get to be, Blaze taught me some things today, and I get to be in the forecasters chat now, and they're constantly
Always something.
Always
teaching,
looking for the
and
next
it's
one.
so nice. They could just be like, "This is what it is."
So how
But
bad
they're
is
the
it
ones
when
that-
dead of winter, when it's 30 degrees and nothing going on, or the middle of summer, it's going to be 80 on Monday, 80 on Tuesday. It's
There's
not
always
cloud-
something to talk about.
Yeah.
The chat's
the most
never
important
boring.
thing.
Okay.
There's always something to talk about.
There's definitely always something going on in there.
Yeah.
Weather related?
It does get like, especially,
Most of the time, yeah.
especially in the fall when we go through those periods of like October where it's just nothing going on, it's just changeable. There's always something to talk about. We can talk about temperatures dropping. We can talk about potential severe weather setups in a week or two. There's always something to talk about. Protect our town. 331-23. You all, including porch time, save lives. Thank you, Teresa. We really appreciate that. That's the goal. Best team in the state, hands
What we're
down.
trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a lie.
Best team in the state.
And in this day and age, I'll follow the maybe the radar because I don't have I haven't bought the expensive one on my phone. But that's all I don't watch news anyway, and I get my weather from these guys right here, 100%. And I'll ask him on days when there's nothing going on, hey, what's anything coming up? And he'll tell me, hey, it might be a couple of days we might get some snow. Anyone? Is what Doug said.
Nope.
Get out of here, Doug.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, now, there was a question about the eclipse. Is there a chance of snow when the temperature drops?
We've received a lot of random, very shocking questions regarding the eclipse. One of them is with the temperature drop, because with the eclipses, you get a temperature drop. It'll drop about 5-10 degrees. Because of the shadow, obviously. But someone asked the other day, would it create severe weather because the cold mixing with the warm? No, it will not do that. Will it snow? We've received that one. No, it will not snow. We've had a bunch of very shocking questions over the last couple of weeks.
But I mean, because people don't know. I mean, no,
they
clue.
don't. It's not. I mean,
but I mean, I know logically you could go, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people, when it comes to weather, we try our hardest to put ourselves in their shoes because people don't know weather. Yeah. It's a very tough thing to understand. A lot of people might think they know weather, and then you have people that don't know it at all. And people are just, you know, like, okay, will it snow if it gets cold enough like that? Right. No, it's not going to snow. It's not going to storm.
It's like the question that I threw out there yesterday, because my daughters all have pets, and their first question was, to keep my pets inside? Yeah. And I've seen both. And I was jokingly, I said, do we need to put glasses on their heads? I don't care what we got to do. And somebody said, no, the dogs don't look up, or cats don't. They don't look up at the sun or anything.
I don't see it affecting. I'm not, an animal expert at all.
But that was, might be a stupid question to somebody, but that was
but somebody else, that's a very good question. Yeah, yeah. That's why we try to be patient with people that ask questions like that, because they really don't know.
Some people like me just ask dumb questions just to fire you up.
I know. I think a lot of people do that.
When's it going to snow?
A lot of people do that.
Block him.
Kevin? Yeah, block him. Remove him.
Anybody got any questions online before we jump off here for the night? We will be back on tomorrow morning at some point in time, and then all afternoon at the fairgrounds. Come join us. Come meet them. They talk. They're going to have the chase vehicle. Blaze is bringing that up. He's going back to Coeur tonight. I think Tiffany's going back west tonight. These two, maybe one other, staying here.
Blaze trying to sneak out the shot.
I know he's trying to get out of the camp. But we'll be here all day tomorrow, and just going to go hang out and enjoy the eclipse. Hopefully we get partial sunshine.
Enough.
Right now we're looking at
for.
So, all right, guys. Nothing from you guys. You got nothing?
I'm just the presence.
But he did sneak off and get an elephant ear from the park.
He did, yeah.
I did run away from all of you to go get an elephant ear.
Yeah, phenomenal.
We're gonna break from all this.
Yeah,
Understandable.
I can't handle this anymore.
I've been stuck with
ISP has reported cars trying to park along 65. Please don't do that.
That's crazy.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
We haven't seen the big influx of people here in our area yet. We may not.
We may dodge a bullet, and most of them be in Indy.
Right.
Yeah.
Towards population.
What's the furthest license plate out of state you've seen?
Florida.
We saw Florida.
Follow to Florida to go get an elephant here.
I've seen some.
We've seen
Florida's and Georgia's on the way up.
Yeah, Florida.
I've seen a few Texas, which is understandable since they're going to, not
it's
be
cloudy.
able to see it.
Yeah, that's another thing too to note, is that because of the cloudiness across Texas and parts of Arkansas, you might have people come. But it looks like the last time we checked, Arkansas was in the clear, so a lot of this Texas people might stop in Arkansas. So, but a little bit heavier clouding in like northern Ohio too, so they might flock towards. Huh?
Saw that Minnesota plate on the way here. You got a couple Wisconsin sitting in the park.
Jeff said he saw a Colorado plate. I know at the bed and breakfast here in town they've got a guy from California, and I think Hawaii. So
That's a long way.
I mean, it's an incredible event.
But my thing is, we go to Hawaii for sunshine, and he's coming to Indiana for darkness. Yeah. So
it's weird.
Once
in a lifetime opportunity.
Get reversed hand.
All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you for coming in. I'm telling you, and we'll be on the rest of the night in here, looking at weather and just hanging out. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll be back on in the morning, and stay safe. Follow Indiana Weather Network. Go to their page and 4 Minutes of Darkness. I know, all the way from Hawaii. Follow their page. Stay in touch with them, and you'll be all right weather-wise. Love you guys. See you in the morning.